Alrighty, we are live in the living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where we interview special guests each and every week from different walks of life in the reselling world. Here we'll discuss the highs and lows of reselling and dive into great conversation. We are positive that you're going to hear something that's going to help you become a better reseller. I'm your host, Ray, and I am finally joined on time, 5 minutes late, by my co-host, Dustin. What's up, D-Man?
How's it going, everybody?
There we go. And guys, we have a very special show today. This is this your second time here, Jimmy?
Yeah, second time. Yep.
Second time on the show. No stranger to This Week in Reselling podcast. But for the first time, we have none other than Jimmy's better half, Sonya. How are you doing, Sonya? Thank you so much for being here.
I am well. Thank you for having me.
All right. So, guys, if you don't know, Sonya is Jimmy's wife. How many years have y'all been married?
She 23.
No way.
Yes.
You guys aren't that.
I'm the only one that looks at it. She doesn't look at it.
Huh? Yeah.
23.
That's crazy. That's awesome. That's goals.
Special guess is what I do.
26 together.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That's goals. Do we have to pull out the old Jimmy photo with the Miami Hurricanes hat?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that photo. Yeah. So I really wanted to have you guys both on because if you don't know, Jimmy and Sonya and their family have moved from the great state of Denver to the Rust Belt of Ohio.
Yep.
And now Sonya is now a full-time reseller with Jimmy. So I wanted to kind of have you both on and just kind of talk about that perspective of transitioning from one state to another, going into full-time reselling. Sonya, have you ever thought that 23 years ago you were going to marry a man that you're going to work together and sell people's junk on the internet?
No. Not even a thought. Not even a thought.
So
she thought she married a guy that was going to play Madden 8 hours a day.
That's what. Yeah, that's like every.
That was basically the first 10 years, though.
Yeah, adolescence. What was do you remember what year when the year of Madden you played for a long time, Jimmy?
I played every year from the first game till at least. Man, that's how old I am. When the first game came out on PlayStation 1, that's the year I stopped playing for a while.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I played in the 90s. I played the 90s.
Okay. Wow. So you never got into the really No, I started playing.
I did again.
Okay. When the PS2 came out and the new graphics, and I was like, oh man, this is it doesn't get any better than this. And Eddie George was on the cover.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. I had to get that.
I got back into it in the mid 2000s and played it a lot of years after that.
Which one with Michael Vick was on the cover? That game.
Marshall Faulk. I remember Marshall Faulk.
Oh yeah, 2003, I believe.
Yeah. So
yeah, but let's not talk. This is not a reselling podcast.
Sonya, step aside. We're gonna talk.
I know. We'll talk. We can talk Madden some other time. But okay, guys. So let's start off with this. For the people that may not know you, let's get a little brief introduction of what you guys do, and then from there, we'll go into you guys kind of transitioning from Denver to Ohio, how that was. You almost died in the process, Jimmy. So we'll talk about that. And guys, if you want to hear some more of Jimmy's amazing stories, you can listen to Jimmy each and every Monday night on the Reseller Clickbait podcast with our boy Ken SSK Promo. If you haven't listened to that, make sure you listen to it because it's fantastic. So that's linked down in the description below. So check that out. So Jimmy, take it away, my friend.
Appreciate that. Jimmy Old School Flips. I've been reselling full time for it's 4.5 years, something like that. And I've been on YouTube for a good 3 years of that, if not more. And that's been my first goal was to go full time by myself, and then I was like, man, I want to get Sonya on board full time too. So that's what we've been working for, and we didn't think it was going to happen. Honestly, we weren't supposed to both be here full time. We had planned on staying in Colorado, but we'll get into that. And things just happened, and now we're both full time resellers. Sonya is now a full time reseller too. and
Yeah.
tell them about what you do.
Well, I resell now.
She's the better picker, is what I've been told.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Just lucky, I guess. Occasionally.
well, we're gonna put that into the. We're gonna. What do you say that? Like we'll put that into the test. What's the saying?
I don't
Put
know.
it to
I don't
the
do
test?
I don't know what
saying. You watch the podcast.
I'm not good.
You know that.
I'm
I
not
don't
good
do
with.
words
I'm
or
not good with
saying.
words. We don't do words here either. We'll put you to the test
Put you to
on your
the test.
reselling knowledge here
Oh,
in a
boy.
little bit. So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't have the
keep going.
knowledge yet.
Sorry, I interrupt you. Keep
No,
going.
you're
I'm sorry.
good. I like Jimmy said, we didn't think that we would be doing this soon, but things just kind of pushed us in this direction. So this is where we're at.
Okay,
So,
nice,
yeah.
nice. So, okay, so let's get into. You guys have lived in Ohio for how long now?
We got here May 15th.
So it'll be
we're
2
going
months.
on almost 2
Wow.
months.
Yeah.
So, how has the transition been from one full-time reseller from now 2 full-time resellers under the same roof? Is Jimmy like super hardcore? Like, is he yelling at you, Son? Do you like go to sleep crying? Does he have to sleep in a different bed?
This is porch.
She fell. Did you hear when she fell through the porch? That's not me busting her lip. She fell
My
through.
lip
Oh no! Is that what that is?
Porch.
You fell through the porch?
Yeah,
I fell through the porch and my mouth hit the ladder.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm
gosh!
gonna have a scar. Yep.
Yeah.
When was that?
2 weeks ago.
Was it
2.5
ago?
weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, she was walking and it just broke through and her leg went down in and her face hit the ladder. So anyway,
It was terrible.
so that
Wow.
we bought a nice house out here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Who would've
about that transition, though, I want to talk a little bit about because, we really, I was full time first. I've been full time for a while. We cut back our inventory a lot for the move. We sold a lot of stuff, and so we came out here with less than 50% of what I usually keep for an inventory. And I think early on, that's the only challenge we're seeing is how long it's going to take us to get where I think this potentially could go. We're already getting close to back to where it was.
Yeah, we are.
When we left Colorado. But obviously our goal, because we're both doing this, is to grow it into a bigger and better business. And I can now see that that's just going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's 2 months later, and we're just now getting back to where we were.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
Now, what do you see?
Oh, sorry.
What do you see that reselling business growing into, Jimmy? Now that you have another set of hands, like, are you looking to maybe, I don't know, maybe try like Amazon or like what's something that you guys discussed like once you get like settled in and finally getting back to what you need to go, like what's the next level that old school flips? What's the next, level?
No, I think about that a lot. So that's the question, right? And that would be I would say like Amazon would be up to Sonya. I did Amazon. I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the sourcing for it. I felt like I was working more than so.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've kind of built my business, and I want to be a picker. I want to be looking for now. I'll pick boring electronics, like like boring stuff if you want to call it boring, but it sells well. It's just not fun to list or pick. It's nice to see that stuff sell. But I kind of want to be more of the treasure hunter, picker. And that's just, I don't ever want to go away from that. I always want to do that. I think from a growth standpoint, is just in Colorado, I got to where I was passing over some of the bread and butter stuff, shoes, clothes, stuff that I just didn't really have time for because I found enough of the rare treasure stuff to keep me busy.
Mm-hmm.
So with Sonya on board,
that's a good problem to have.
Enlist.
Yeah.
It was. But now I'm picking stuff that I used to pass on.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really need it because my death pile was crazy and I had plenty to list. So now the goal is to get back into more of that. And, I don't think to double what I was doing, I don't think is possible. But time and what I was doing plus half is what would be my goal as far as financially, the money coming in would be the goal.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What's your goal?
I think.
Yeah. I want to hear this.
I would like to get more involved in like cross posting.
Yeah, I don't cross post at
Oh.
all. So I don't.
We don't do
cross-post
any
at
of that, and I think
That's a
that
great
they're-
idea. Yeah.
Right. And I know it's because he was so strapped, with time already that he just didn't have any desire to try any of that. So now, once we get settled, like you said, once we get to where we're wanting to be, I think that's what I would like to do.
Okay, that's a great idea for sure.
I'll say with
Do
her
you-
help too, I've been able to work on YouTube. I just want to say that's another big part of my goal.
Yeah.
Is to work on my YouTube channel and my editing. I've been working on improving my editing and spending more time on that.
Well, your editing is good. I think it's fantastic, especially your short form content is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So, are you guys? I know that you started your other channel, Old School. Well, I don't even know what it's called.
Old school
flip, Old School resell. Is that still?
Yeah,
Are we
that
gonna
one's
do
a
more
tough
of that, or
So, it's funny because I don't feel like there's a demand for it, but there is. A lot of people are asking, "Where's that channel? Are you going to bring that back? Are you going to do those what's sold?" And I think Sonya would agree. We're having trouble coming up with a schedule.
Yeah,
like,
scheduling.
Yeah.
recording schedule more than anything. Like when
Mhm.
to record that, because the way we did before,
It was at night.
we always shipped at night.
Yeah.
And we don't want to record a video when we're like ready to go to bed and stuff. We're like tired.
Yep.
We're
Yeah,
like, just
yeah.
pack in and go to bed. And we don't want to record a video, so we are literally gonna have to have like a little meeting of
Yeah.
coming up with a plan of when we want to record it if we're going to continue to do those videos.
okay? Yeah, I know people like him. I know that we have Paul the Philly Flipper in here, and he just does one with just him eat. Like people love seeing what he's eating for dinner, which I don't understand why.
Right.
But people like watching that. But those, especially if you have the time, I would say, shoot, if I had the time, I would do.
Right. That's.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most people don't. I mean, most people that don't do this don't realize it. If you just try to say, "I'm just going to do it," I'm just going to do it, you'll be a mess in no time.
Yeah.
You gotta
There's a
come up with
fine line.
schedule.
Yeah. There's a fine line between, and we all tread it very lightly, reseller and content creator, right?
Yes.
Because what are we doing here? What's our goal? Are we the next Mr. Beast, or are we the next Amazon? Like, what are we trying to do here?
I was born Mr. Beast.
Right? Old school beast. I like it.
Except I got a bad hip, so.
So let's say hi to some people in the chat. We have Paul the Philly Flipper, of course, is here. He's sending you guys on the big screen. We got our boy SSK Promo, aka Ken Bill. And we have Graham and Pops Vintage are in the building. Good to see you. Glad that you can stop by. Those are the gang affiliated ones, right?
Gang affiliated.
They may or may not be on the podcast soon.
Ooh, okay.
Hey.
The sponsors of the Reselling Clickbait
They are our
podcast, Graham and Pop
Go
Vintage.
I have to say, go check out their channel.
Yeah, they are gang affiliated though, so be
They
careful.
are gang.
Gang.
So, Cajun Chris in the building. Good to see you. Denver is in the state, Ray. Is it not a state? I thought they were a state.
Colorado.
Oh, my bad. I did
I
say.
don't want to correct you.
Yeah, no, please do correct me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Paul's saying if Dustin isn't showing off his precious locks, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
he
what's up
says.
with that, man? Where's the
So-
Come on, for the ladies, one time for the ladies,
The
Dustin.
hair's
Come on, let's see
terrible.
it.
Right?
Just one of
It's
these.
terrible.
Let's see it. Oh yeah, let's see it, Dustin, for the ladies one time. Oh baby, look at that.
Never would
Yeah,
expect that hair.
yeah. And you can see Dustin's hair in
Little
13
hat
minutes,
hair / swimming hair.
58 seconds.
You
There
need
you
to
go.
do videos of you coming out of the pool and just like.
Yeah.
I could.
Man,
Ray,
everyone's
maybe
giving
our
me
next
crap
intro to
about-
the video. That's what
What's
we're
that,
doing.
Dustin?
Next intro to the video we do.
Nice.
I'm coming out
yeah,
of the pool.
just keep.
Yep.
I'll put that Soul Glow music behind it. Let your soul glow.
You can have Tim or someone hold up the fan,
Yeah.
blowing the hair.
Yeah, we have Kristen and Real Squirrels in the building. Good to see you. We have Philly Picker. Alan is in the building. Let's see here. Kristen is saying, I've seen them both pick together. They're both pretty good pickers. So there you
Oh,
go.
thanks.
We have I'd Flip That. Joe and Nicole. Good to see you. Andy Someta's in the building. And
Ohio
Let's see here.
changed Jimmy.
It did.
see, did it change? Who said that?
Uh-oh.
Ohio changed Jimmy.
I got it. Next thing you know, I
Hi-
have a little accent. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what an Ohio accent there is.
Oh, Des Hardy dropping the $10 super chat. Thank you
Wow.
so much, Des
Hey.
Hardy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Is that because I
We
shut
have-
off my hair?
That's for
I
the
think
hair.
so.
Do I need to do it
That's
again?
what it is.
Yes.
So there you go. AZ Cats is in the building. So I'm working on and Amanda Fireball. Sorry, I missed you, Amanda. Hey guys, I'm out to dinner. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So I'm working for the people that are listening. Every Monday, Paul and I do a reselling draft. I'm working on a new like super chat video. So stay tuned tomorrow if you want to see it.
No more
It's a little bit
twerking,
of little bit of
No,
a teaser.
man.
A little bit of a
Oh,
teaser.
man.
So, that's right. Look, his hair flip is going to rival Sunny Las Vegas's hair flip.
We
Dustin
Uh-oh.
might have a lock up.
I like it.
oh, raise
A
it.
Which
lock
is that
up.
the next draft? Who has the best
Wait,
reselling?
Who has the
We
best?
need a-
re-
We need a Ray hair flip.
I haven't
What is
seen
your
Ray
hair?
Oh, I don't have.
What are you
I
talking
don't have-
about?
Dude, I'm losing my hair. I'm losing my hair.
You got a little something.
It's getting thin. Dude, you know what my wife told me today? I'm starting to get gray hairs in my mustache, and there's
Oh,
these
that
two
sounds
gray hairs. Just one gray hair and one gray hair, but they're like perfectly even on both sides. She's like, when did you start getting gray hair in your mustache? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
I don't know.
I started when I was like 15.
No, you didn't.
Jimmy, are you going to grow your beard out? You got to mention.
Yeah. So, co-host Ken SSK promo, he grows out a full Christmas beard.
Yeah.
Or Santa beard for Christmas. And I didn't realize, so I was like, yeah, I'll try that. I'll do that. We'll see. We'll grow a beard at the same time. He's like, well, I start on the 4th of July. I'm like, you start in July? It's 2 days hot. So this is 7 days right here. I know you can't tell.
Yeah,
It's all
it'll
about
go-
like the neck. It's all about like the neckline, you know?
Yeah, I
Just
gotta
gotta
work on
keep
that, 'cause
it-
I don't have a neck, so that's the first problem.
That's great.
No, so I gotta work on that. But yeah, so it's kind of actually a joke because I've never been able to grow a good full beard. It's always kind of been patchy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a comparison of how his beard compared to mine.
Yeah. Hey, you just gotta let it grow and get that underneath growth. You know, that's what makes it a good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just get that beard.
Get some beard oil.
The beard oil really helps.
Some beard
Mhm.
Earl. All right.
Oil.
Either.
Yeah. AZ Cats wants to know, what are we drafting tomorrow? Best Pokemon.
What? That's
Best
awesome.
That's a
Pokemon
tough
Gen 1. Gen 1. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So Jimmy had wonderful colored hair until he got married. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Is that
you
true,
did
Jimmy?
actually.
I did actually. I had a full head of hair too.
No,
Oh.
this
This
has
is
only been like the
patchwork up here
last
now.
10
There
years.
you go. So Des Hardy wants to know it's going to be here on the Nashville Flippers channel. So we rotate, like last week was on Paul's, this week will be on mine, and vice versa, just back and forth.
When's it going to be on his piano channel?
Ooh, great question, Dustin. You mean you're talking about Paul's Piano Magic?
Yes.
Have you heard about this, Jimmy?
No,
I did.
I haven't.
Apparently, he knows how to play the piano. He doesn't.
And he
know how
has
to read
this.
music.
He has a low key channel, Sonya. It's called Paul's Piano Magic.
No, it's called
Yes.
Philly Fingers.
Yeah,
That's
we
terrible.
told him to change it to that with the PH.
He doesn't know how to read music or words for that matter, but he can play the piano.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to pronounce
That's
it.
Wow.
hilarious.
So Jimmy's gonna rub the 10W30 on his. Yeah, don't do that. Not that kind of oil.
Don't do that.
So
WD-40 maybe?
So- can't be low key if you guys keep talking about it.
I gotta.
It's
check
high key now.
Paul's
It's
piano
High key,
magic.
I like that.
After tomorrow, it's really gonna be high key. Just wait. So
Could that
All
be a
right,
draft in itself? Paul's top 10 like piano songs?
ooh, that might be. That could
Oh,
be.
there's
See,
a
look.
link
Thank
to
you
it.
so much, Chris. Dropping the
Nice.
Paul's Piano Magic. So-
Nice. I like how you
So,
do that.
all right, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. First segment of the show, we're gonna go into overrated, underrated, and I want to know both of you guys' perspectives on each of these subjects. Okay,
All right.
so
Boy.
let me know overrated, underrated. But before we get into that, we do want to give a shout out to one of the sponsors on our podcast, and it's not Grams and Pops Vintage, but Grams and Pops Vintage. If you do want to sponsor us, let us know. But today, the podcast is sponsored by My Reseller Genie, one of the best accounting and analytics solutions for all resellers. If you want 15% off your first month, use the code NashvilleFlippers, all caps, and you're going to receive 15% off your first month, baby. All right. So, first one up, Sonya,
Yes.
Jimmy, Macari, overrated, underrated.
Oh,
Overrated.
I think it's overrated.
Are you guys going to cross post to Macari going forward, or is it one of the...
We'll see. I don't know. I'm
I've
gonna
tried it,
venture
so
that way. Yes.
that was-
just to see, but I don't know.
All right, we're gonna...
I've
gonna be
tried
a
it. and
learning-
It's been years ago, probably a year and a half, 2 years ago.
At
But I
least.
tried it, so I probably won't try again. But Sonya might.
Okay. Are you guys... Do you know which cross-listing app or thing that you're going to use?
No,
like
not
one
yet.
Like List Perfectly or Vendu?
I don't know yet.
I haven't used
tried-
any of
I
them,
tried
so I want to
Vendu.
know.
I tried Vindu or what?
Is
Or
that the one?
Vin Diesel do, or is that what it's called?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey,
Oh,
it's
Vin
about
Diesel.
family.
They actually
The
came up
family.
with that app. They just had him.
Vin Diesel do?
Yeah, it's like the sweat that comes off of his bald head.
I like it. You open the app, it says, I don't have sales. I
It
have
says,
family.
"I am Groot." No,
Yeah.
I don't know where we're
I
going.
forget that he does the voice for that.
Yeah,
Diesel?
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So,
I'll probably try List Perfectly. I don't know, it's up to her because
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm
don't
gonna-
really want to cross post.
I haven't looked
That-
that much into it, so I don't know.
that would be a great video for someone that's never tried it. Just kind of
Mhm.
compare the two, the pros and cons.
Yeah.
And because someone like me, I mean, I don't have time to sell on any other
No.
platform besides
Right.
eBay and whatnot. So I can't imagine something
Well, that-
selling on Mercari and then it's already sold on eBay or Poshmark or
Or
whatever.
you forget. They're like, oh crap.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Well,
Or
I think this
Bonanza.
winter we're gonna give Whatnot another try. I kind of with the move and everything, it was just too much,
Oh
too
yeah,
hard to.
too hectic.
And just getting here and trying to rebuild our eBay inventory, we haven't had time for a lot of that stuff. But I think once things slow down for yard sales, us actually going to them, Whatnot is something that to me that's almost cross posting, if you will. That's
Right.
another platform we're
Mhm.
going to use. So that might be something. Sorry, so maybe that's
No,
a
yeah.
hotter or
We'll touch base.
underrated, overrated.
Yeah, we'll touch base on that subject here in a little bit, Jimmy. So stay
Look at that.
tuned.
Look at that. Jump
All
on
right,
that.
number 2, overrated, underrated. D-man.
Kenneth Bill, aka SSK Promo,
Oh,
aka
boy.
Santa, aka the Legend.
Which one? The Santa is
All of them.
underrated.
He is
I love it.
underrated.
aka DOG.
The DOG is overrated.
Delusions of grandeur. I still can't believe that Ken's last name is Bill.
It is quite interesting.
It's not William, it's Bill.
Yeah, why didn't his
Bill.
parents name him Kill?
2 first names.
The movies weren't out, that's why.
Wait,
Yeah,
Don't mess with the man with 2 first names. Just saying.
it's true.
it is.
It's
yeah.
true. So
What?
overrated, underrated, Jimmy.
What?
Kenneth.
Yeah.
SSK?
I think, I'm going to go, okay, so the Santa version is underrated.
Okay.
The OG version is overrated. And Ken Bill, he's a cool dude right down the middle.
Oh, right down the middle. Right down the. His family loves him.
Oh yes, we all
Loves
love
him.
him. We all love
love
him.
So, okay, so overrated, underrated, SSK promo.
Underrated.
What's your thoughts on what was your first initial reaction to meeting Ken for the first time? Were you like, what's the deal with this guy? Huh?
Well, the
What's
first
the
time I
deal
met
with
him-
this guy? What is it he spilt on himself in the car? What was it? Lemonade? It's like, look at this fool spilling lemonade on his lap.
That's not the first time we met Ken, though. The first
So,
time.
I mean,
was
are
in
you talking like the
Cincinnati.
first time I met him on on a podcast or like on
Or just,
YouTube?
I want to know, like Sonya, like what was Sonya's first reaction? It's like,
I
man,
met Ken.
Jimmy's really like spending a lot of time with this guy. It's like I almost like we need to like have a little talk here.
The first time I met Ken was in Cincinnati, and
at the
at the reseller rally.
a couple years. How many years ago?
And he said he came to see, to be at the rally,
I
but
want to cry.
then to meet Jimmy. And I thought, wow, Jimmy's not that important. Okay.
He is important.
So that's funny because the first time
We
I ever
spent
saw
all
Ken,
day.
he just got out of the car at the hotel in Cincinnati. And I was all, hey, and he just like but then it's so funny because he just said in the chat, this is like the second time we ever saw them. We came up here to Ohio. And he walks out of the cabin and he falls down the stairs and about breaks his ankle.
Poor guy. That was the second time we actually fed him. Oh, Lordy.
I nearly broke my ankle the first time I came
Yes.
to Ohio.
Poor guy just missed the stair completely.
I gotta say, because Paul Philly Flipper, the first time I met,
Yes.
I didn't know he was a giant.
Yes.
So I'm standing there in the lobby of the hotel room talking to Adam Baldypow, who's actually a lot shorter than I thought he'd be. Sorry. And next thing I know, this giant paw just goes on my shoulder. And I'm like, what? And I look back and it's Paul, and I'm like, holy giant. I did not know he was 6'7".
He's lurchy, man.
He's a monster.
He's lurch.
And then he choke slammed me and he dropped the. Oh.
The legend has it that you can hear his knuckles dragging the ground like a mile away.
It's true. Anyways, I went way off course with that story.
There you go. I like it. All right, next one up, Jimmy. Overrated, underrated. Number 3, the Goodwill bins.
For me, overrated so far. I'm not, and it's mainly me. I'm not the best at picking there. I don't like it as much, and I don't dig into the bins far enough and stuff. I kind of scan them, and so for me, and mainly because of me, they're overrated.
Okay. How close are the Goodwill bins there in your neck of the woods in Ohio?
They're
Columbus?
about an hour and 15 minutes away, so we
Yeah,
haven't
that's
been
pretty
yet.
far.
We'll be going in the winter, but right now
In the
we're
winter.
not going to go.
That
Now-
would be a good place for you to do like whatnot plushes and
Right,
stuff like
right.
that.
Part of
You
our
know,
plan.
yeah.
Sonya at the bins though, you should
I
let her
love-
answer because she is underrated at the bins.
I've
Tell me.
never found anything like real valuable there.
Yeah,
What? Oh, that
she
shirt.
found a couple $100 t-shirts.
I did.
Really?
That's
Okay.
true. I did. I love digging though, so I love it. I could spend all day there,
Ooh,
and it's
okay.
like a blink of an eye. Yeah.
So maybe like Sonya just goes by herself like one day
Right.
out of the week or something like
Yeah.
that.
Well, that's the teamwork. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna go together. I'm gonna do but she's gonna do the major part of the picking. I'm just being honest. But then come home and whatnot that stuff, and that's where I'll step in and kind of
Right.
because I have
Yes.
experience on there and I know how to run it. And she'll
Yes.
help me, of course, but
Mhm.
we'll bring that stuff home, and that's kind of the plan to grow the whatnot.
You know, Dustin and I, we do the whatnots together, and just
Yep.
literally the days that Dustin can't help me, there's so much more. They're like
Yeah.
double the length because just having
It's
somebody
a lot.
like yesterday we ran
90
90
sold
items,
85. We sold
85
85
items, 85 items,
Wow.
a little bit under 2 hours.
Wow.
Okay, so
It's not bad though.
I'm showing the item, you know, Dustin's hitting it, you know, starting the auction, sells, I'm throwing it to Dustin, he puts it off to the side, I'm grabbing another item, he's running. It's just like clockwork by now,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
It was kind of like Tom Brady to Randy Moss when he tossed the package.
That's right. That's right.
You got
So-
lost.
Yeah. So it's and then I think we're starting to see, you know what's crazy though? You know, I was looking at all the whatnot buyers today when I was shipping everything, Dustin.
Mhm.
Only one was a reoccurring buyer.
Wow.
That's
all
weird.
the other ones were new.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Which is
so
weird,
hopefully
though.
that can. Oh yeah. So we'll
That makes
see
for
how
more
that happens.
shipping though. Then like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
a lot more boxes to make.
Well, I'm saying like they're all like new buyers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They weren't like back by, you
But they
know,
bought
like someone that's
multiple
purchased something
Yeah.
before in the
Right.
past.
Okay.
So, all right, moving on. Number 4, Dustin.
Number 4, the state of Ohio. Underrated, overrated.
Top secret. I can't
Top
tell.
secret.
I can't answer that.
We can't tell you. We
Cleveland
know what
rocks,
that.
though,
We
right?
know.
Right?
We know what that means.
What was that?
What'd you say? I said we know what that means if it's top
Yeah.
secret.
Top
So-
secret.
Yeah, right.
Don't
So
come
you-
here. There's not picking is terrible here. Don't move.
Oh, there we
Actually-
go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, sure.
No,
sure,
it's-
Have, Have
It's
you
underrated.
like?
I think it's pretty good. I like it out here.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure the seasons are amazing, except for well, you guys are already used to like pretty bad winters, right?
Yeah.
Being in-
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Gotcha.
but I'm sure you'll get some pretty nice falls.
It's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
nice. I mean,
Sonya's already had one.
Oh,
I apologize for that. That was
too good. It was too good.
too soon.
So-
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. Too soon.
Jimmy's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, Jimmy's sleeping on the couch tonight. You're not getting any dinner tonight. So, what about have you started wearing scarlet and gray yet?
what?
from what?
Oh, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. You should do the TikTok trend like 1 week in Ohio. And then just keep
Yeah.
on getting more.
Just keep getting more and more into the last
Then
one.
you got
The
the
last one, you're
Browns
wearing like a big
rocking
old Brutus head.
yes.
But we do love selling. We've already sold one giant Brutus inflatable, and we have another one we're gonna list.
Yeah.
So we
That's
love
great.
selling that stuff already.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That mascot does not make any sense. It's a seed. It's a buckeye, which is a
Right.
seed of a tree. Have you ever seen a buckeye in person?
No.
I mean,
It's just like a-
I've had
like
the peanut butter and chocolate Buckeyes. So.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Mm.
His head is just like a seed.
Is that what his head is?
Yeah,
I had no
it's a
idea
buckeye
what
seed.
he is. Just a walking
with
seed,
a body.
huh?
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
with body. So you know, like on the helmets, they wear like the little, like if they make a good play, it looks like almost like a marijuana leaf.
Yes, that's what I always say.
It's like a buckeye leaf. That's what it is, like a buckeye tree leaf.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
what they
so-
want you to
I
think.
knew that.
Finally,
That's what they
someone-
want you to
I
think.
knew that.
Yeah,
Well, I never asked you.
yeah. Let us know. Let us know.
It's all over their helmet. That's
see
what they
Jimmy.
put on their helmet.
Or not Jimmy. Let us know, Ken, if that's correct information. So,
Oh, Ken
and
will
Jill.
look in-
What's up, Jill? Good to see you. You didn't miss much,
Hi,
so you're just
Jill.
in time. Here's a good question, Jimmy. What was your first impressions when you met Kristen, a rural squirrel?
She is great at picking the bins. She's very.
So outgoing.
She is so cheery and
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
I mean, and I'm not. I mean, that's the
She's
best
such
way
a
to
happy
describe her.
person.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
Yep.
But
And
she's
he's saying-
competitive too, though. So watch out.
Ooh,
I like
you
that.
gotta watch
When
out.
it comes to picking, she don't
Throw
play around.
elbow. Throw elbow.
Mm-hmm. Andy's saying that Youngstone is the best place to
Yeah,
pick.
I don't even know.
I don't know where that's at.
We don't know Ohio well yet. We don't know where that's at.
We
Yeah.
actually know an hour
Yeah, like an hour radius.
radius
we know.
of us.
Oh, this is a good one. Paul writes, overrated, underrated, eBay's new artificial intelligence description writer.
Well, that is good.
No, I'm not a fan.
Overrated. If
Yeah.
you feel like reading a good book, use it.
Not a fan.
Because
Definitely
it-
overrated. I did do a couple
Overkill.
listings with it.
No.
It was great. I got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah,
It's like
right.
it says the same thing over. It's like me when I'm telling a story. It just says the same thing over and over again.
Repeat.
Like, are you gonna just tell us the same thing? Yeah, I am.
I don't even know who really read. I mean, if you're selling an item that's maybe like $100 and above, but like
Who's reading all that? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not reading the description at all.
No, mine is new open box, refer to pictures.
Yep.
Yeah.
Box has cosmetic wear.
Right.
Done.
So here we go. Jill's first did I miss your first impression of me, Jill?
Again, first impression of her was in Cincinnati. And she was sweet, quiet. She's actually very outgoing.
Yeah.
Very outgoing.
Very.
I can't remember
Yeah,
what we.
There's. No, she's great. Like, but
remember
she's
what we
very animated.
Animated? Yeah.
Yeah. She knows. She
That's
knows
fine.
what I'm talking about. I can't
I
describe.
like to
it.
talk with my
Describe
hands
it
a
for
lot
us.
too, if you can't tell.
She goes from one topic to another topic to another topic to another, and you're just like, this is awesome.
You have to follow.
She
Follow
knows what I'm
along.
talking about. She
Follow
knows
along,
what
keep
I'm-
up.
Yeah, you
Yes.
gotta try to keep up.
Yes.
There you go. There we go. Okay. What is Paul saying? Jimmy, think about it though. All those words hit the SEO. I listed 5 items with AI on Friday, and 3 have already sold.
Dang.
Nice.
Dang,
All
Paul.
right then.
There we go. There you go. Joe's saying, who gets a chance to talk with Ken around?
Actually, I do because I interrupt him a lot. And I
Interrupt that
apologize.
fool.
I
Interrupt him.
apologize.
Interrupt him for sure. So, all right. Here's a good one. Let's move on. Number 5, reselling with your significant other. Overrated, underrated.
Yeah, honey, is it overrated or underrated?
Huh?
No,
It is work, okay?
no, it's underrated.
Ooh.
It's so much
It's
fun.
work. No, it is. It's so much fun, but it's a lot of work.
According to my YouTube viewers, I need to be nicer to my wife. But
No.
Oh.
Getting
Not true
backlash.
though.
no, I think it's under. I think if you think of it from the standpoint, I said I wouldn't cry. No, but like I don't want to say like it's helped our relationship a lot.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
It's something something that we knew that our kids are. I'm going to kind of go lost. Our kids were what we had in common for 18 years, 19 years, right? They're grown now. They don't want to do as much stuff with us. So it's like, now what do we do?
So we're loners
Like the main thing we had in common that we based everything that we did around was our kids going to Chuck E. Cheese, going to movies, going to kids' movies, sports. Everything we did was around that. And then that was just like gone.
Wow.
And
They don't warn you about that.
Gave us something, and reselling gave us something to do again together that we enjoy doing together.
For sure.
Okay.
That was like, so I mean, I think from that standpoint for us, underrated.
Okay, that's a great point, Jimmy.
Yeah.
So many people get divorced after their kids are like move out of the house.
Yes.
Or they'll just buy a motorcycle or a Corvette or something.
Or
Corvette.
Right. I can't afford either of that, so we just have to go to yard sales and buy junk.
What are some of the things that you guys like to do like together besides, of course, yard selling and reselling together? But like something that like, okay, so Jimmy plans out a date night at the end of the month, right? And he's like, we're gonna do all of our favorite things. Me and Sonya are gonna go get ice cream, go to the movies, go to your favorite like what are something that you guys like to do together?
In the recliner.
But you gotta do something, Jimmy.
We like going to the movies. We like going out to eat.
Yeah.
We like going to the casino. We like
Oh
doing that a
yeah,
lot.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do that a lot.
We gotta find one out here that has it. Sonya loves the all-you-can-eat crab legs, and we had one in Colorado that we went to a lot.
Yes.
And literally, it was like I don't like crab legs, so I just go there and.
But they have good prime rib.
Yeah, they had. But we like swimming.
Yeah, swimming.
And so like we like to go to a pool. We used to always go over to our friend Dan and Krista's house and go swim with them. So yeah.
Yep.
Nice. That's good. That's good. Philly Flippers saying Sonya didn't have any falls when he wasn't full time.
Just saying. So true. So true.
She called.
Actually, no, I'm pretty clumsy.
She called me a.
What?
You're a mean boss.
Oh, I bet that comes out often.
That was today.
We're
days.
In my defense, we're trying to change all of our first class listings over to the new
ground
advantage, and it's proven to be
difficult.
Not difficult, just
task.
like
it's a huge task.
Tedious, boring.
Yes.
And
mundane.
So we started it, and
Sonya might have
hit
the wrong button and erased a
everything.
bunch of the work that I did.
Oh.
Hey, and I used to be a mechanic. So as a mechanic, the thing you hated the most is when you would tear something apart, put it back together, and realize there's still that bolt sitting there that was supposed to go way down in there, and you have to tear it all back apart.
Yep.
And it brought that all back.
That's how I learn. I have to make mistakes so I know.
Ooh, that's a great point.
Okay, I'm not going to do that again. Now I know. But I don't stress
point.
over that. Like, I just do it. I just do it.
Okay. Andy's saying trying to get crab legs at a casino is like stepping into a lion's den.
A lot of the times, yes.
I'm not a big fan of crab's leg.
Especially if you're in line with me.
You know, I heard a rumor, or I heard a story, or like I think I might have saw like just a TikTok video, like how like lobster, like back in the day, it just used to like wash up on the shore, like in Boston, like in the East Coast. And then they were just left there because it was considered like poor food, and like people would come at night and just pick them up and eat them because they were like poor. And so like the lobster, like they started shipping the lobster out west and calling it like a delicacy, and and so everybody out west thought it was expensive because they didn't know that it was just washing up on shore. And so that's how lobster became known like as a delicacy food. I don't know if it's legit. Let me know in the comments if I'm just
Huh, that's
completely
an interesting little fact.
AWOL on that.
Jim-
So we're getting
Just
ripped
don't
off,
get
is what you're
my
saying?
The comedian Jim Gaffigan? He does a great bit on crabs
Crab
and
leg.
lobster
Oh yeah.
Oh,
about how
he's
why
so
do we
funny.
even eat them.
yeah. What has he got the Pop-Tart joke, right?
What?
Jim Gaffigan? I think so.
I don't know if I know.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart.
You don't know that? I think it's like it's one of his famous jokes. The Pop-Tart, not Pop-Tart, Hot Pocket,
Pop Tart.
Okay, yeah.
Hot Pocket joke.
Need to pull this up. Need to hear it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. YouTube will probably take it down. So no Pop-Tart, Hot Pocket. Tell us the joke.
No
Tell
Hot
us the joke.
Pocket. No
See,
Hot
look.
Pocket for you.
Hot Pocket, Hot Pocket. Everyone's correcting me.
I
See,
don't know.
hey, Ken is saying 100% correct on the lobster.
Oh.
Oh,
I also heard, Jimmy,
huh.
that breakfast, the meal breakfast, nobody ate breakfast, but the meat company had all this excess meat that nobody ate, like sausage and bacon, like the pork, like. So they said we need to get rid of all this meat. They went to the doctors and gave them money and to say that breakfast was the most important meal of the day.
What?
And then that's where like they got rid of the
Look
bacon
at
and
Ray
the,
with all his fun
And
facts.
see, I thought that's why they made McDonald's.
Yeah, excess
too.
meat left over.
Bacon's fantastic, though.
Yes.
bacon is fantastic. It's about a jingle rider. Oh, okay. Being lazy. Hot Pocket. Okay. All right. Moving on. Number 6, Dustin.
Number 6, and I just had this the other day. Apple pie. Overrated, underrated.
Dutch apple pie is one of my favorites.
What's Dutch apple pie?
So it's got the crumble, the cinnamon like crumble on
Ooh.
top.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
With ice cream. It's one of my favorites.
I can
But regular
handle,
apple pie, I'm like, on the fence.
I can handle Dutch apple pie, but regular apple pie,
Yeah, it's not my
1,000,000% overrated.
No apple pie, even like with the vanilla
put the
ice cream on it or
Come on.
anything.
I'll eat the ice cream.
I'm about to bust it
Not
out
the
right
apple.
now. Hold on.
A big old hot slice of apple pie and get that
And
cold ice cream in
I
there.
once worked with a guy that told me when I told him I don't like most pies actually.
Yeah. Fruit.
You're not a
told
pie
me-
guy.
He's all the last thing I would think when I met you, Jimmy, is that you don't like pie.
So like, as a matter of fact, Jimmy actually hates
Thanks,
pies.
buddy. Thanks.
So no pies.
They're definitely not my
Fruit
favorite
pies,
in any
no.
way, shape, or form.
A la mode, hold the pie, then
Right?
just like
Yeah.
ice cream.
Hold the pie, exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. So what about a cobbler? Do you like a good cobbler? Peach cobbler, blackberry cobbler.
Yeah, with some ice cream for sure. That's a little,
Okay.
but it's still similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would not be first on my list. I'll take cheesecake
Ooh.
or any of that stuff.
That's
There we go.
Cheesecake.
It says here ends the reseller clickbait
No.
podcast over pie. R.I.P.
Hey,
done.
What's up, Lisette? Good to see you. So no pie. Okay, moving on. This is a good one.
Uh-oh.
Number 7, highway sales. Jimmy, overrated or underrated?
Oh.
if I have to go by percentage, they're overrated.
Overrated.
Okay.
I agree.
How come? I've never been to a highway sale, so give me if Jimmy was true to convince me. It's like, okay, you're going to the 151 or whatever, and you're coming through Nashville, and you're trying to convince your boy Ray. It's like, okay, Ray, you got to come. Like, sell it to me, Jimmy. Is it worth it or not worth it? Or tell me.
If you're gonna go to a highway sale, it's worth it if you're meeting up with friends.
Yes,
100%.
for sure.
Then go. I've always had a really good time with my friends. So that I guess I should have said that. That's part.
I'm not here to make friends, Jimmy. I'm here to make money.
If you're going picking, stay away from the big city, the bigger towns, hit the outskirts, go off the main highway into the neighborhoods and hit those houses like that. That's your only chance of scoring something really good. If you pick on the main strip, the chances are, even if you find something good, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay way up for it if you can even get them to budge on their price and give you a good deal.
Gotcha.
I think the advantage is you just get to hit so many more cells all at once, right?
But I would try
Like
to
in a
talk
small
you.
area.
come to the Highway Byway sale in Ohio, Highway 30 Highway Byway sale with me and Ken in late August. And the picking will be good too.
Yes.
You'll have a great
Okay.
time, and the picking will be good.
All right, I'll stay in the hole in the deck. And I'll just get a little pillow in there.
I'll
just pop out.
You need a fan.
You got the
Pop
bacon
out
ready.
Pop out like a groundhog.
Yeah, like a groundhog. I saw a video of a groundhog getting stuck on a trash can today, Dustin. It was hilarious. So
What? These videos
Yeah, it was-
up, bro.
I know. I don't know.
Out here are
Well-
ginormous.
Yes, they're big. They're out there
I've
eating
never
trash.
seen a groundhog. So I moved here.
They're
Paul,
weird,
that's-
right? You're like, is that a creature?
Paul just made a good point right there. If
Yeah.
you do picking videos, it's underrated because you can do some, and the thumbnails will be good too, and
For
they'll
sure.
get some good clicks. So yeah,
Yes.
Jimmy's good on those thumbnails, especially for the. Do you do the podcast thumbnails, Jimmy? Do you put
for the
those together?
I was doing them in the beginning. Ken's been doing some of them lately.
Oh, I can see the dip, and
I didn't want to say anything. I'm glad you
I could
said
tell. I could tell a little bit of the dip in quality on those. So okay. Ooh, yes, Ken. I'll stay in that cabin for sure.
Nice.
I'll be sleeping
Yeah.
on the.
I'm there. If you're gonna invite me and say anything, I'm there, baby. So, all right. Moving on. Number 8. Good one here.
Ooh, Threads. Overrated, underrated.
We were just talking about that today. I don't know Threads.
What did you call it?
Thread- I said
what's this
thread
thing?
up.
Everybody's trying to get
Thread
everybody on
up.
thread up.
I think it's
I see
stupid.
it all over YouTube and TikTok, and I'm like, why does everyone want to get on Thread Up? Like, what's the deal? Did you
Thread
have
Up.
a Thread?
I mean, you're talking about threads. I haven't tried it yet. So I had a Twitter for about 3 seconds,
Yeah.
and I never used it. I didn't quite. This is years ago, and I never used Twitter at all. And from what I understand, it's a lot like Twitter, right?
See,
Yes.
I don't know enough about
So
it.
I don't know enough. So I guess I'll say overrated just because I never used Twitter. So to me, it's overrated because I don't know if I have any use for it. But I think it was unnecessary. I think it's good for some competition for anybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, true. I'm eager to see where it is like 6 months from now. Once
Yeah.
like the newness kind of wears off. Like, what are we doing with it? Are we just like speaking our mind? Like, how many times am I going to see Paul at Philly Flippers like meals for the day?
Like, what is,
You know,
he's having
pictures of
breakfast
his
again today.
pictures of his dry tortillas on Threads.
Dry tortillas.
He's
Don't
playing
do
the
it like
piano
that.
and he's baking. What the heck's happening?
Yeah, like what's going on? You know, I don't want. How many times am I going to see Paul play volleyball? You know, like nobody wants to see this lurchy man just stick up his ball.
Lurch.
Yeah.
So
So
man,
yeah.
I was just gonna say, whenever you go to the bins with Kristen, if she finds a volleyball, you're playing volleyball.
volleyball.
Yeah.
She just spikes it, just
She
like
will
right in your face.
spike it in your face, man. She don't play around.
I can see that.
She used to play volleyball though, so she'll literally find a volleyball and she just volleys it into there, and you got to volley it back. I mean, you're in a game at that point.
It's like move off to the side. Amanda said, I tried to sneak onto Threads and Paul caught me. See, he be on there. He be on there hard.
So
I
is
don't
he
know
like
what he's doing.
Threads police?
He's the
Like,
Threads
make sure
police.
no-
He like
It's police.
Do we
Like,
have
don't
a
get on
hall
here.
monitor in here?
Go away.
switching everything to Threads and me we
What is
what's
me?
that?
I don't.
Is that that's got to be like Chinese?
It's like a Wii
Hey,
character.
follow
Nintendo
me on
Wii character?
MeWe.
I kind of like
Yeah, that's like a
MeWe?
dragon.
me.
I gotta see what this is now.
Look at
MeWe.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you don't go to some-
MeWe.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Hey, we're finding this out right now in real time, everybody. MeWe,
See
the
re-
next generation social network.
Oh god.
Here we go. Imagine a place where you trust social media. Oh, is that the one Trump made up? Like the
No idea.
I have
I
no
don't know.
idea.
I think it might be like the super like right wing one. Maybe I don't know. So
I have
don't
never
know.
heard of it.
MeWe.
There's too much stuff.
So-
We got too much stuff. Too
I
much
know.
stuff.
I can't keep up, man. I'm just trying to live my life. I don't even know what comes on. I'm just trying to watch the Titans game.
I mean, we're getting all
You
this
know
stuff,
what I
and
mean?
eBay can't even do immediate payment. Like, what's up?
Yes, come on.
Like, we're getting all this
Get it together.
stuff, and we can't get immediate payment.
We have artificial intelligence writing Drake songs, and we can't get eBay to take instant payments. What are we doing here?
What's happening?
What's
think-
happening?
I have my opinion, which is not popular.
Tell me, Jimmy. Oh, yes. You think
I just think that
that's right. You like the layaway thing, right?
no, I just think that.
Tell
Most
me.
people-
Yes,
most
I like
people
it.
hate
Come on.
eBay
Come
and
on.
Don't like eBay. I like eBay, and I think they might play dumb on it, but I think they know what they're doing. I think they stand to lose money if they take it away, if they make it. I think people that like to put stuff in their shopping cart and wait till they get paid. 100%. There's people that shop on Wednesday, put stuff in their cart, send out offers, get those offers accepted, and they don't even have the money to buy it till they get paid on Friday, and then they pay you. And on top, and so eBay doesn't want to lose those buyers.
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
there's the people that send out offers on 10 things, wait till they all get accepted or declined or whatever. Then they have, let's say 7 of them get accepted. They have 7 things in their cart. They have a gift card or a coupon that they want to use, and they want to have everything in that cart so they can pay for it all at once to use their coupon or their
That's a good point.
their gift card. And if you add that instant payment thing, that could go possibly affect them and go away too. And I don't think eBay wants to lose that stuff, so they're currently trying to figure out how to make that work, or they know it won't work. That's my opinion. That's how I look at it, and I'm fine with that stuff. I
Jimmy's
guess
fine
I'll
with it.
just need to sell more.
Jim. Oh, shots
Yeah.
fired.
Let it
Shots fired.
sit in the unpaid for a couple days, and I don't care.
At least message me. Like, that's all I want. I want to like, hey, I'm
Give me a
getting
heads
paid
up.
Friday, or don't let me sit for 4 days, 5 days, 6 days.
And we
Please
do have a
message
couple
me out of
shoppers
here.
like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like there could be better communication. I agree totally, but
Okay.
I still think that there's things like that behind the scenes that we all don't see, and that
Yeah.
I'm sure eBay's talked about, had meetings about, and they have to try to figure out. And if they stand to lose money, they're gonna not do it.
I see your point, Jimmy. Maybe there needs to be a little box when they put in best offer. Catch me on the 1st and the 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'll pay on the 1st and the 15th.
Now, Paul makes a good point. Now, I do think the shady side of it is people that send out 10 offers on the exact same
Yeah.
item,
Yeah.
and the first one that
Got
they
the better
get
deal.
to accept is the one that they buy, and they cancel all the rest. I think that eBay should step in and do something about those kind of buyers. Take away their ability, so they don't lose their ability to send offers unless you let it wait the 4 days and then the
Right.
buyer didn't pay.
Right.
If they ask you to cancel, it doesn't really affect them as much. So
Mhm.
there's
There's
things
a lot
like
of
that
holes,
that
yeah.
that I do think are big problems at eBay. But I mean, there's challenges. People find loopholes. People find ways through. Anyways,
Yep.
I could talk about that for a long time, so I'll stop now.
Hey, that's a interesting point there, Jimmy. Paul's saying the hell with those eBay buyers, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's layaway policy overrated. Lisette says, "No way, Jimmy. That sucks. You can't buy anything anywhere else and not pay for 4 days."
Again, I see the other side of it, but if it means I'm losing 20% of my sales, I'll keep it.
I want to try that at
Such a-
Walmart. I'm going to get a
that's all it
PS5. Just walk out with it. Be like, I'll pay you on 4 days. I'll be back.
Pay 4 days. Let me use it for 4 days.
Yeah.
Rent-A-Center. Jimmy's store is Rent-A-Center.
I mean, I've had so many times where they paid on the 4th day without a problem, and I'm like, cool, I got paid on it.
I can see that. Okay. Now, are you shipping you're not shipping the item before
No,
they pay it,
no,
right?
not
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
No, you have to. It stays on hold, on
Yeah.
layaway till they pay.
Change my
So,
eBay name
I
to
see
Pay
your
Me in
point.
48 hours.
Pay me in 48 hours. So
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I realize that it's not a popular take I have on it, but
I see your point, Jimmy. I really do see your point, and I can almost see like eBay knows what they're doing.
business.
They're
Yeah.
not dumb.
No.
They probably
They're
saw
business.
because they're take now. Like for example, I put in an offer on some shoes today, and it all like before I even put in the offer, it says what method of payment, which credit card you want it to hit if the offer is accepted.
Right.
Before it used to not say that. So
Yeah.
I think they're just kind of like testing the waters to
Yeah.
see like what percentage of people are going through the next screen when that pops up, and what percentage of people when that
Yeah.
pops up they just hit
Yeah.
cancel and find something else. You know, they're not dumb. They're not dumb. So
Right.
I'm gonna Jimmy would love it.
Do it.
If you
Yeah,
shop
yeah.
at
You can pay me in 4 days. That's fine. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I think Paul can relate to this. At the end of the day, do you have anything on your shelf from a year ago? Like, what percentage of your inventory is over a year old? So even if you have to cancel that and relist it, it's still selling
Yeah,
for
what's
you,
it-
Paul. In the end,
My Beanie Babies.
with how big your business is, Paul, I know as well as you do that it doesn't really affect you that much. In the end, you're selling everything that you list.
There you go. There you go. What's up, Nicole? Good to see you.
It is
You
true.
know, Dustin mentioned Beanie Babies. We have tried to sell these lot of Beanie Babies on Whatnot for the
For a
past
dollar.
3
Start 'em out at
auctions for like $1, and nobody wants them.
Someone's
they're
gonna
like-
buy them.
Literally like a set of 5 Beanie Babies, and in one of them I remember is a crab one that Dustin found at Goodwill. He's like, bro, you got to check out this crab Beanie Baby I found. Look at the comps. Look at the comps. It's like, this is the one, man. Look,
This
it's got the
one.
little misprint on the tag. This is the one. I'm telling you, man. This is the one. It's that was like 2 years ago. He
2
still
years.
has that darn crab
has it.
Beanie Baby. He's like, this is it, man. This is the one. This is like
Hey,
$5,000.
One day,
5K.
one day, one's gonna sell for a lot, and about I told you so. It's gonna happen.
No, never. I don't know one Beanie Baby
Oh,
that's
that's
worth
funny.
anything.
Never know. You think Funko
Rent-
Pop's gonna be like that?
They're like that now. They're getting like that now.
What? Are-
So I should sell the ones in my
Oh,
cupboard
Funko Pops.
ASAP.
yeah, they're getting bad.
The old ones are still okay, but they just fired their CEO not too long ago because of saturation.
Ah,
And I
Makes
mean, they're
sense.
making fun, and then like they're making Funko Pops of characters you didn't even heard of. It's like nobody likes this. Like, who
Like
wants
who's
a
Wanda? Like,
who wants a Tony Kukoc Funko Pop? You
Tony
know?
Kukoc?
Who wants an old school Flips Funko Pop? Why did they
Yeah.
make that guy fun?
So, let's see here. Nick Picker, I agree, Jimmy. I think if auto payment happens, it comes with more issues. So,
again,
I'm accepting though when people come in with auto pay already clicked though pre-selected, even if
Oh.
it's a $20 lower offer, I'm taking it because they're going to pay automatically.
that's true.
No,
Good
taking
point,
it.
Dustin.
Yeah. I think with auctions, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
To be clear, I do 100% buy it now. So
Yeah.
with auctions, my opinion would probably be different because I don't do them. I
Mhm.
guess I should have done that disclaimer
Yeah,
at the
well-
beginning because I don't do auctions. I'm pretty sure my opinion would change a lot if I did more auctions and
Okay.
people weren't paying them.
I mean, that's usually like high end items. You know, things like one of ones kind of things.
Right.
You know. So Nick Picker, the people that are not paying are not buyers. They would just end up being cancellations or returns if auto pay. That is true. That's a great point. So they'll just cancel the order.
yeah, just let
So
it go.
how many items do you have listed, Jimmy?
We just cleared 1,000. We have like 1,020 something. But the number I like to talk about is how many solds do I have in the last 90 days. My sold last 90 days is what? Just selling right now.
Live listing.
515 sold in the last 90 days.
That's awesome.
So I've had that number up to 900 before. So
Oh.
that's the number I always look at.
So your inventory.
yeah.
I mean, you're moving. You're in. It's in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
in and
that's
out.
yeah.
That's the struggle right
That's
now.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's we
good.
have that good problem of it's hard to get. We're trying to get up over 1,000 to 1,500 listings,
Yeah.
but we're shipping so much that
It's taking a lot longer to get
What would
there.
you like? Like, would 2K listings at all times be good? Like with the 500 or whatever you said. What is
I
it?
would like to-
500?
yeah,
In that case, it would probably be like
500
1,000.
is low for me.
Yeah.
I'm usually up 700, 800, 900 in 90 days. I would like to see it up over 1,000 every 90 days
Sold.
ship.
Our ship.
Sold.
That's true.
And,
Great point,
Yeah.
Paul. Number of listings don't mean squat.
yeah.
So the
I've
number of
always
solds,
looked at
like Jimmy
how many
was
I'm
saying.
shipping. Whenever I bring that up, the first thing I look at is I don't even look at my 90-day total because we know that has some numbers that are added.
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
skewed.
I'm always looking at how many have I shipped and what. And so, like,
Yeah.
that's the first number I look at, and I can tell you, like, I've had that up to 900 before, and that was when I was feeling really good about what the business. And it's only down right now because we sold a lot of stuff in yard sales and stuff before we moved out here.
Mm-hmm. Grams and Pops Vinci says, if you can't sell it on Whatnot, burn it. People buy garbage on there all the time. I did
Dude,
sell.
we've been getting so much garbage from like our
I sold
places
a
and
Ghostbusters VHS tape yesterday, and then I sold a Space Invaders, Atari 2600 game for like $5.
Nice.
And then someone bought a Carol Baskins mug that I just randomly had.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then what else? I got in this weird, like, I used to know this guy that like would do like those like home clean out things.
Yeah.
And I like would meet him every month, and like he would
yeah.
just sell me like a bunch of stuff like for super cheap. So I just still like had like a bunch of stuff in my garage. So I just like threw it in a bag and like listed it on Whatnot. One of the things was like this Billy Joel 4-disc set with like a DVD of his like all of his live concerts. And I tried to sell it twice yesterday. Nobody bought it. And finally somebody rated us. And I'm like,
let's go.
Any Billy Joel fans in the building? And I threw it up, and it sold, and people kept bidding on it. So it's like,
Dang.
yeah, it's wild out
That's
there.
fun.
So
it was crazy.
yeah, it was great. Like yesterday was crazy.
We had a drone sale for $70 that shouldn't even sold
It was
for
crazy.
that much. Maybe should have sold for 20. The guy was like, "It's got
Maybe.
4K." Like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
so it was a good one. Nick Picker says, Jimmy, have you ever been to an Amazon bin store?
Yeah, we went to the one in Denver. The one in Denver, I think I shocked you when I said their first day price is like $17.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
I would take that right
Black
now.
Fridays in Denver.
That's right.
So I didn't go there a lot. And then we actually have one right here in this small town that we live in.
Ooh,
But we
well,
have
that's a good
not
one.
We have not been there on a first day
Right.
yet because it's always a Friday and we're always out
I hate
at yard
those.
sales.
Yeah, that is hard. That's tough.
I hate the
so
Friday
we'll go
ones.
there, and that's another winter thing
Yeah.
that we'll check
Yeah.
out. We've
For
been
sure.
in there on the third day and the fourth day, and there's just junk.
Junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they start off at $7, so
That's good.
we're gonna go there. We plan on going there when the weather changes and a
Yeah.
couple Fridays to see what it's like. But yeah,
It's not very big, but
they
have
said
never
the one in
know.
our town is a good one. All right, we have to go check it out.
nice.
We don't have one anymore.
Yeah, the three of them have closed like within
Oh,
2 months
wow.
of each other.
Yeah,
here.
that's what you were saying. That's a
Wow.
bummer, man.
It's a
I
bummer.
don't think they closed. So the one Give Me Five didn't close. They just kind of rebranded into.
They rebranded and moved everything to like Whatnot, like all their good stuff,
Yeah.
That stinks.
which I don't blame them.
Yep.
I
And then the
mean,
one we thought would close, it's like
Right.
it's still
45
open.
minutes away. It's still
Yeah.
open, but they restock on Fridays, and we can't get out there.
Right.
Mhm. There's another one opening up in McMinnville, Tennessee, which is like 2 hours away. So we may give it a shot, Dustin. What do you say?
2 hours, man. That's
Come
I'd
on.
rather go to yard sales at that point.
We're
That's
only
true.
like 5-6 hours away. Just come on up.
Might as
Yeah,
well.
I know,
one
right?
in our town.
Yeah.
Just keep on grabbing.
McMinnville is south of us, I think.
Is it
It's hard to
so?
say. Yeah.
Hmm.
Paul's saying I can list 2,000 Nashville picker stickers and no one will buy them, but the store will say,
True.
yeah, Nashville picker stickers don't sell well, but Nashville flipper stickers,
Oh, there you go.
those on the other
Go.
hand. As for a listing, wondering how many people you can get that don't pay right away. Okay. I don't know. Okay.
It
I don't know the
happened.
que- I don't know
Yeah.
that question. Town is a good one. The one in your town is a good one. Which one? Oh, the one in. Ooh, they're stalking you there, Jimmy. So
Hey, let us know when you're going. We'll
There you
meet you
go.
there.
Where are we? What are we talking about? Which one are we on, Dustin? Did we say whatnot?
Eight.
We were on threads, so now we're
Oh,
we're
Threads.
on
Wait,
Number 9.
we got way
Whatnot.
off topic.
Whatnot.
Oh, here's your whatnot.
If you get rated, it's underrated.
Right, yes.
If you're just like me trying to go out there and it's overrated for probably the first 20 plus shows, I would imagine. I haven't even gotten that far. I mean, I've had some serious struggles on there. If once you get established and you don't, again, I don't believe you have to have social media. It definitely helps.
Mhm.
But then you have to treat Whatnot like your social media and make a name for yourself on Whatnot to be successful. Then it's underrated once you get there. It's just getting there. Getting there is the hardest part. Getting to that point where getting to the point where it's underrated is the hardest part. And I haven't even gotten there.
We'll get there. I mean, look at YouTube. Look at reselling. Getting there is the hardest part, right?
Yeah.
Getting to 1,000 listings and selling $900 worth in every 90 days.
Yeah.
I mean, getting there is the hardest part. So, gotta get there. So we're still learning. Dustin and I are still learning. We'll see what happens. We're playing around with what time to go.
Yeah.
I even told Dustin, like, I'm thinking about like the day before a Whatnot show. Just do a Whatnot show showing off the items that we're gonna sell on the Whatnot. Hopefully that works. I don't know. So
The amount of packing.
That's
Overrated.
it's crazy.
That is
They
true.
don't give you enough time to like pack it. You know,
Needs to be
like
3 days.
yeah, like fix it or throw me a bone here or something.
Yeah.
It should be based
Yeah.
off how many items you sell, like 50
Yeah.
items, 2
There you
days,
go.
100, 85
That's
to
a
100,
great point.
3
Yeah.
days.
Yep.
Like if you're selling over 50 items, give me like 3 days or
I
something.
mean, think about Kivadu. How many items they're selling, and how many, they got to get that out in 2 days.
Yeah.
wow.
So
That's a lot.
Jill is saying, I thought waiting was the hardest part. So I don't know if she's talking about waiting for an item to run. I mean, at that point, we tell all of our people and our Whatnot, if you see anything in the store, let us know. We'll put it in our queue and we'll sell it, right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. All right. Moving on. Number 10, last one.
This is me.
Dustin?
Pokemon? Overrated, underrated.
Pokemon.
Oh, what?
Different items are better, I think.
Well, that was the question.
Pokemon
was
in general.
Pokemon in general.
Yep. Overrated or underrated? See,
I mean, I don't think it's underrated because most people know that Pokemon stuff
it's good.
is good. Yeah, it's probably overrated just because there's so much bad Pokemon cards out
Right.
there
Mm.
that if you just go up and buy a box of someone's leftovers that they cherry picked, you're gonna walk away saying this stuff's overrated.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
But I love Pokemon, and if you have an idea what you're doing, like we're talking GameCube games or DS games, it's
Yes.
underrated,
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I've done
I got
really
to go.
good on a collection I bought it kind of sucks. I did right before the stuff got really hot. I bought a whole collection and sold a bunch of it, made a lot of money, and then
Made really
that
good
stuff
money.
literally quadrupled in value
Ugh.
like 6 months later.
Yeah.
Like I had
Yeah.
literally reverse hollow Charizards, and I had first edition Shining cards that I had graded at. I got one that came back as a 10. I got 600 for it.
You could.
It ended up being worth $2,000 6 months later.
Just never know.
At the
Because
peak.
of the pandemic, COVID.
Yeah.
At the peak.
Yeah.
So there's it. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's underrated because if you can figure out what's good, you can do really good. But it's also
There you
kind of
go.
dipping.
I got to go to a card show yesterday at they call it the Nashville trading card show. It's like every 6 months here at like the flea market. And one of the vendors there had like 20 Michael Jordan rookie cards, like in a case, like all graded, like Beckett, like from
What?
2 to like 9. And
Wow.
I'm just like, holy
Actual
crap.
real rookies, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
How do you come across that many rookies?
That's my
I don't
best
know.
YouTube video is when I found those reprints.
The
Yeah.
reprints. Well, these are like great. They're all graded,
Wow.
That's crazy.
and I'm like, that's so crazy. But shows like that, man, I don't see how more. Like I sent Dustin, like someone stole the card, and they were like, it was out on social media. Like, if you see this card listed on eBay, like let us know. It got taken from the show. I don't see how more cards get taken from
Right.
shows like that. Because I'm like, can I take a look at that card? Like, I have
So many
slabs
distractions.
of cards like in my hand while the vendor's like talking to this guy, talking
oh
to
my
that guy.
gosh.
And I have like thousands of dollars worth of cards like in my hands. I
Imagine
could
what,
easily just like walk away.
Could you not break the slabs open and just get them regraded with a different company?
You could.
just imagine what
I mean, what?
someone that's like good with sleight of hand can do at a place like that.
Mm-hmm.
One guy did stole a Hulk Hogan card.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan card. They stole like I don't even know what kind of Hulk Hogan card it was.
Wow.
When you start talking about that, I just totally think overrated. Like I don't want to learn any card collecting stuff at all. I don't
It's a
have the
lot.
patience for
Yeah.
it. I don't
Sports
want to do it.
sports is hard. Pokemon is way easier
Yeah.
than
I
than
can
that.
agree to
Yeah.
that.
Like you can get like if you knew what you were doing with like it's easier with Pokemon than it is sports because there's so many like variations of
The research
different
is-
companies of the same player. It's so much, but like with Pokemon, you know, it's like one company's making the cards,
Yep.
That's
and then
true.
they have like a new set come out. Every,
You know which
like,
one's
6
rare.
months.
Yeah.
Which
Right,
ones are
yeah.
rare, and then
Another thing I found with some of the older Pokemons is they don't have to get a 10 and still hold some good value.
Oh, yeah.
Like I had a couple
Mhm.
great 7s, and I was amazed at the value that they still had. Where a sports card, literally, the difference between a 10 and a 7 on a good card is $500 to $10. Where a Pokemon card is like, okay, 600 is a 10, and I can still get over $100 for this 7
because it's like
because they
Yeah.
were played and they were
Right.
part of the. Oh my!
yeah. I think there's stickler like the sports people are a little more
Isn't working.
I'll
sticklers
have to look
about
at
it.
that.
They are for sure.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I sent it to myself here. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, what was that? That PSA 10 that I got was a Shining Calibri. Is that how you say that name?
No, it must be
Calibri.
something else.
It's like I don't know how to spell it.
What's it look like?
It looks like a flower bird type.
Oh.
Calibri.
It said shining.
Shining, like Colbiri or something like that. Paul knows. Paul's here.
Ball.
Wake up, Paul.
Wake up, Paul. Shining. What color card was it, Jimmy?
Saw the Jordan
I'm
cards first.
gonna find it. I'll find it.
We'll find it. We'll find it. Celebi?
Yeah, that's it. Ah,
Yeah, the
Celebi. I
Celebi.
hate
It looks
that
like a
card.
little green onion.
Hate that card.
yeah. So
Let me
let's
see if
see. I
this
want
is
to
it.
see a PSA 10.
Well, this is just is this the card?
Yep, that's it. Yep, that's the one I found. Someone has one listed for 1,700 right now.
PSA 10.
Yep.
1,700.
So yeah,
Here
That's
is the
I sold that card for $600. There you go, Celebi, or how do you say that? Celebi.
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 I don't know how to pronounce Pokemon at all.
Oh, neither
What's
do I.
what's your favorite Pokemon?
I've always liked Mewtwo.
Mewtwo?
Yeah,
Solid.
I think that's kind of.
Solid.
I've been told by my kids that that's kind of one that everybody likes.
Here's the guy's Michael
Wow.
Jordan Flair collection.
Oh my god.
Is that the slab you took on that's missing right there? Is that
Right,
the one
yeah,
you took?
exactly. I wonder if he sold that one.
Had to.
So
That's wild.
yeah, the highest graded I think he had a 9.
She,
Peck at 9, and it was like 14 grand. So
You should go up. I want them all.
I want them all. How much
Right.
for all of them?
How much for all of them?
How much for all of them? So, all right.
that's how
so,
I roll.
That's right.
I
That's
won't be
how
able
roll.
to pay it. I
Throw
just
some
want to know how
stacks.
much.
Hey,
So, guys,
4-day
thank you so
layaway.
much.
Take that 4-day layaway.
Yeah, take that 4-day layaway.
Can I have that 4-day layaway, please?
So, thank you so much for playing Overrated Underrated. It is
Yeah.
presented to you by our good friends over at poppinofftoys.com. Use code Nashville Flippers. You're going to get 10% off. The best place to get Funko Pops. They got some good ones, Jimmy. You know you want a Jingle All the Way Sinbad Funko Pop in your collection.
I do want that, actually.
Yeah. Myron. Yeah. Or, Jimmy,
gotta
signed with the JSA authentication.
Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys, Jeff and Matt, double pack.
Not their move. They go. I can't
You
do it.
Where are
know
you
what
going
I'm
to do
talking
that?
about. Yeah. Terrible.
Terrible.
Don't ever do that again, Jimmy. You're embarrassing yourself.
How much for Jordan 2s? Like the shoe?
I think like PSA 2s.
Oh, it was still expensive. So there you go. Did y'all record earlier before this
The podcast. Yeah.
the podcast?
Yep.
Yeah. What can you give us a little sneak peek of tomorrow's show, Jimmy? What's the subject matter?
Sneak peek. We may have some guests.
Ooh.
That's what I kind of talked about. We may be. What did we talk about, Kim? I don't remember. Our show's just like this whirlwind of
I don't
craziness.
know, but you were loud down here.
Uh-oh.
We talk a little bit about the first class thing, the first
those-
class shipping going away, and the new ground advantage. We talk a little bit about people buying stuff and then sending you back their broken one.
Oh.
Twice this week.
Yep.
That's happening. That sucks, man. I hate it when people do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Jimmy, Sonya,
Yes.
ready to play skip or flip segment of the show. We're going to show you 3 different items that recently sold on eBay. And you're going to let me know if you find it at a garage sale, thrift store, wherever, if you would skip it or if you would flip it. At the end, we're going to show you how much it sold for on eBay, okay?
All right.
So, first one up. And I know how
Rocking my
Jimmy
hair.
loves to pick up video games. So
Yep.
we have here a Nintendo DS game, Yoka Watch 3 for the Nintendo DS. It's open, not brand new. There it is working in a Nintendo DS. And there, I don't know why they zoomed in on
I've
that.
sold one of these before.
You've sold
Now,
one of
I
these?
know.
I'm skipping it.
I'll say I know the original Yokai Watch doesn't do great. It's just an average flip.
It's like a
at
$15
best.
game.
I even have a little action figure of the Yokai
Yeah?
Watch somewhere around here that isn't worth garbage. But
Okay.
I haven't seen a Yokai Watch 3 in the wild anywhere. So I will, and they got it sitting on looks like a Minecraft Xbox.
Oh, it's an Xbox.
Halo.
It's a Halo edition.
Halo
Oh, man.
edition.
Oh, gee.
Oh, man.
I'm going to say flip it.
Ah.
Ooh. How come? Because of the Xbox in the background?
I think so.
No, because it's a 3, and usually, like Mario Party 5 does better than the original Mario Party, and
I will
Okay.
say that's true.
That makes
That's
sense.
I'm going with that reason alone. Some of the third versions of games don't sell as much, and
Guess I
there's
should
less of
ask
them.
how much is it? I mean, if it's 50 cents, I'm grabbing
What
it.
would you end up? I mean,
Yeah.
Jimmy, what would you be willing to pay for this?
Oh, you're gonna. I say my top dollar would be 15.
15. Okay.
Yep.
And you're hoping to get how much for it?
I honestly, if I'm spending 15, I want to get 60 or better, but I would hope to get well over 100 for it.
Okay. Now, Soan, what are we doing here? You said skip initially.
I'm sticking with skip. I just don't think
Nothing. You don't think it's worth anything?
not enough. No.
Okay. Okay. Now we gotta ask Dustin because he doesn't know what this is. He didn't see these in the notes. So what are we doing, D-Man?
I'm going to splurge. Buy it for $1
$1.
at a garage sale.
How much are you selling it for?
It's going to sell for $75.
Oh,
Dang.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Okay. Got Lisette saying flip. Grams and Pops is flipping. Cajun is flipping. New England Betty Boo, aka Lisette, is saying
Definitely.
definite flip. Alan is flipping. We do Littlest Pet Shop. That thing's a bolo
Wow.
and a comparison.
Huh.
Interesting.
Nice.
didn't make many of these. The ply, I don't know.
Probably.
They probably didn't make many of these. That's a good point.
That's what
All
That's what I'm going on. The
Okay.
third
Jimmy has
version.
better
And I could.
intuition.
I
about
would
that.
definitely buy this and possibly be wrong.
Okay.
But I would definitely buy it.
So you're thinking you're spending 15, hopefully making 65.
I would want to make at least that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this Yokai Watch 3 for the Nintendo 3DS recently sold on eBay for $350.
Woo! And see, that's why Jimmy does video games.
Now I bet you if you look up Yokai Watch, the original one, it's not worth
I did.
poop.
Yeah.
Poop. That's
I
crazy.
did.
That is crazy, huh?
So look at this loose one with no case. Right now, 425. It's listed for 425.
Jeez.
So
So
there
I'm
you
doing
go.
pretty
There
good
you
on
go.
my $15.
Yep,
There you go.
You're pretty good with $15.
Thoughts, Sonya.
What did he say?
Thoughts. What are your thoughts on that?
I was wrong. Clearly wrong.
Where's that toy at?
It's okay.
I have one.
I
It's
don't
in
know.
the
Yoko
garage sale box because it's not.
You
worth
knew
it.
what it was though.
Yeah.
Yes. I did
She's
know.
That's
seen
good.
And I think I was with the same thoughts as Jimmy. I didn't think ahead though. I just stopped at I know what we've seen comps on.
I'm telling you, it's because we just have that little toy that's.
And it was nothing.
It's
Yeah.
literally the
That's
people are
funny.
selling it for like $4 free shipping. I'm like, how are you? And it's a
How are you gonna
little
make any
Yokai
money?
Watch
Yeah.
figure, yeah.
All right, next one up, and we were talking about trading cards earlier, so hopefully you get it right this one, Son. I have faith in you. So here we have a very special trading card, Dustin's favorite. We have Joe Exotic signed trading card, the Tiger King himself, Joseph.
I'm buying it.
Pro set. What?
Yeah, Mando
Leaf.
Pro set.
I'm passing on that, man.
You're passing.
I'm
Not a
getting
Joe
It was-
Exotic fan, huh?
If it was Inkworks, I might buy it.
Okay.
It's Pro set.
So you're familiar with the Pro Set brand then, Jimmy?
I mean, back in the '90s, I was.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with Pro Set.
They used
At
to. I
all.
mean, I used to have some Pro set. Steve Atwater rookie. Come on.
Wow. I'm passing as well.
So Sonia's passing, Jimmy's passing. What are we doing there, Dustin?
I'm buying it for myself.
You're-
Back from myself.
that would be a cool card to get graded just to have.
It would.
Right.
See, Grams
I
and
need
Pops. I'm gonna
to,
buy
I
it
need
for
to
my
buy it
personal
so I
phone.
can take it down to the tattoo parlor and say I want that
Oh,
set
yeah.
right there.
See,
I'm gonna say I never
Instead of
financially
saying-
recover from it. I'm buying it for
instead of
25.
saying 25, you're buying it for 25.
Mhm.
Dang.
What's it selling for, D-man?
If I get it graded, sky's the limit.
PSA 10,
PSA 11.
Looks like it's well taken care of.
black
Lemon.
black label Beckett. All right.
Terrible.
So Jimmy's skipping, Sonia's skipping. No
Yeah.
love for the Joe Exotic.
Not at all.
Okay. All right. So this
Although
Joe
he
Exotic
does
card.
Over 5.
TikTok meme. Quite a few TikTok memes,
There
but
you go. Joe Exotic. He's probably is he still in prison? Anybody know? Can we get a Google check on that, Chris? Joe Exotic recently sold on eBay for $37.
I mean, I would have paid a dime for it.
So there you go.
I made a good investment then, 25
Right.
20
for myself.
Joe
Come on.
Exotic. I'm gonna get a card like
What's
that.
a graded one go for?
Oh, they probably don't have one.
I think you would have done good with the
Exactly.
graded. I think you would have done good with the
Skies.
graded.
Graded $1,000 all day.
All day.
All day long. PSA 10.
PSA 10.
Let me see here. Okay, here we have. Oh, PSA 10 sold for $41.
What?
On June the
What?
20th.
There is a limit to your stuff.
Look, this one it's 160, but it went to the United Kingdom. Dude, someone got a crazy deal on this card.
It's a great
bucks.
deal.
Look, $99. See,
There you go.
there you go. But see, someone got a 10 for $41.
I didn't even know
Imagine
that was
20
a
years
thing.
from
I
now.
didn't even
Imagine.
know.
Yeah, I've
Is
never
he selling
seen
those
that.
from prison? Is that what's
Yeah.
going down right now?
I don't know what's going on.
He's
Kinda
got someone
glamour
sneaking
shots
them
or
out.
something in
He's
there.
signing them in prison too.
Yeah, who's getting?
They're
How's he
coming for
signing
some
these things?
visits and they're sneaking them out.
Does
and
Carol Baskin have one?
Ooh, maybe. All right, last one, Jimmy and Son. This is a good one. Now, Jimmy loves action figures.
Oh.
Sonya.
Yes.
So
I know he does. I know.
here we go. We got here. Nice little action figure here. I don't know who this guy is.
Is that
It
Daredevil?
looks like Daredevil.
I don't know. There's the back.
Oh, I couldn't even tell you.
There's the close up with the little horns. Red man.
Do,
Not
So
Myth-
I have
not-
to look at the year. I have
do
to
we
look
know
at
what
who
brand he
made
is?
it.
No brand. Just from the
He-
pictures here, Jimmy. Just from the
Yeah,
pictures.
I see that he articulates at the
Yes.
chest, so
I
that helps
agree.
value.
At the chest.
Yeah,
Yes.
or just below the chest,
At
he
his waist.
articulates.
Like
Ooh,
under-
okay. Ooh, like right there. So what does
Yeah.
that mean, Jimmy, for the people
That
don't
could
know
mean
what-
he's a Marvel legend.
Okay. So the ab
Ant-Man, okay.
articulation is something
Yes.
that's important.
Yes, on wrestlers and on Marvel figures, that waist chest articulation is important.
Huh.
It looks like he articulates at the ankles and at the wrist,
knees,
so that helps.
wrist, elbows.
That's
I
Ant-Man?
would definitely flip that
You would flip it
based
just
on
from the
those-
articulation alone.
Yes,
Yes.
Look,
And
this
the-
guy's been hitting leg day for sure.
For
He's got
sure.
the quads, the knees. Might have Megan Thee Stallion knees. We don't know, but so flip for sure, Jimmy.
yes.
Okay,
I'll second that.
okay. What are we paying for this, guys?
I'm not paying, but like
I mean, I'm used to picking stuff up
I
like this.
know,
For,
that's-
I'll say $2,
I was gonna say 2 or 3.
but I don't. I'd want to pay $1 for it.
Yep.
Just because I'm used to picking stuff like that up for $1 all the time.
Okay,
Sometimes I pick it up for $0.25 in the toy box. You know.
so we're $2 max.
Yeah.
And what are we selling this for, Jimmy?
I'm gonna guess $68.
$68.
Hmm.
Okay.
I was gonna say more like 47.
Oh, I mean, I can't tell if he's a BAF. If he's a BAF, that's a whole nother story.
Oh, what did I
Which
think?
means what, Jimmy?
Build a figure.
Build a
means
figure.
The pieces for him came in separate boxes. Like if you bought Wolverine, his arm came with
So
Wolverine,
you built
and if
him
you bought,
separately.
if you bought Iron Man, his head came with Iron Man,
Gotcha.
and then you have to
Okay.
buy all the different characters to make his whole body come together.
So Joe, I'd flip that saying build a figure and Jimmy knows, and now they can be worth money.
Yep.
So Jimmy 65.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if he's a BAF.
Okay, and then Sone's going even higher, right? Didn't you say?
No.
What'd you say?
47.
45, 47. Okay, Dustin, what are we doing here?
Playing like that Jeopardy.
Looks old.
Yeah. It's old. You think it's old? It looks like he's
I
got
think.
the little sperm coming out of his head
Yeah,
there.
something like that. Little alien fingers.
Going into
Watch,
his
watch
head.
him be Toy Biz, and he's not worth anything.
I'll buy it for $5.
5. What are we thinking?
Go out on a leaf and say 200.
Sheesh.
200. Okay.
Yep. doing
Grandma
it.
Pops Venture says, thought you meant big A flip. So instead of B, whatever, BA fig, BAF. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Lisette is saying, I'll say 125. So, all right. So Jimmy's picking this up, $2. Hopefully flipping it for 65 buckaroonies. This figure recently sold on eBay for $162.
Dang.
I was off by 100.
So,
Oh, he is a build a
So
figure.
it's a build a figure, yeah.
and it is a Toy Biz,
Oh,
But he's a Legends.
but he's a
Marvel
Legends.
Legends Toy Biz.
BAF complete, but we don't even know. It doesn't even say who this is.
They said
Giant Man.
Giant man.
Giant Man. Hate to be that guy.
Giant Ant Man, maybe.
I don't know. Giant Man. You know, they got like Little Man, they got Giant Man. So,
Got big foot, they got little foot.
excuse me.
Now,
So
one of the things I love finding is BAF, the figure sealed with the piece still in there. That's some good money too. Like,
I sold a couple of those.
like if you can find a new figure with a piece still in the box. See, like those ones. That first listing is all the boxes with the pieces still in there.
Gotcha.
Huh.
180.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yep.
So you're building the giant man.
Yeah. See, hey, look, I said Iron Man had his arm. Look, I was right.
There you go.
Yeah.
See how much bigger he is than they are.
He is. Look at that arm.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yep.
His body's like the size of their whole body.
Huh.
Fun
Interesting.
stuff right there.
Fun
Yeah.
facts.
There you go. Fun facts. Yes, this turned educational. That's what we're aiming for. What's up, Junk Monkey? Giant Man and Ant Man are the same person. Oh. I didn't know that. Why do they switch it up on us like that? Interesting. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for playing Skip or Flip. I do greatly appreciate it. If you guys like more of Skip or Flips, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had a Skip or Flip super show with some friends. So go back and watch that. 20 different Skip or Flips on that show. So check that out. But, guys, we do like to end the show with something a little... Wait, Dustin, do we have Dustin's tip of the week?
I haven't thought of one. But
No?
I can't.
Come on. You gotta freestyle.
What is Dustin? Hold on, let me.
Freestyle.
What is Dustin's
freestyle.
tip of the week?
So probably a few shows ago, I was bashing community yard sales. I take it back. They're great.
Take it all.
Go to community yard sales.
There you go.
Go to them. They've been fire this year.
Nice.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That has been Dustin's tip of the week. Dustin is still trying to come back from that Skip or Flip
Hey.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I am.
We'll plan another. Next time we plan a Skip or Flip super show, Jimmy will invite you to it.
I appreciate
So
it.
stay tuned.
Definitely
for
gonna phone a friend, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So, guys, we do like to end the show with goals, and I'm super eager to see what. Are you old school? Are we calling you guys like old school flips?
I know.
Yeah,
like
right now. That's,
Both of you
that's
guys
what
now.
We are just
because she's in the picker videos. Yep.
It is plural, so I guess it kind of works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the flip. She's the old.
Oh.
Oh. Jimmy's got jokes today,
I'm in
so
trouble. That's why I'm
Yes.
sorry. I have to start being
If you
nicer
guys
to my
haven't noticed, that's Jimmy's whole life is just a big joke,
Oh,
okay?
my gosh.
Yeah.
Jimmy's got jokes
I'm
today.
just
So
misunderstood.
yeah. So goals for the old school flips clan.
What's our goals,
What-
honey? To
Um,
build, to grow.
every year it feels like it's the same. Is to get this YouTube to that next
Yes.
level.
What's the next level? What does that mean, Jimmy?
More views.
More views,
I
more
want.
subscribers.
You
I
get
just
some
want-
great views. I think you get some great views.
Yeah, I mean it's slowly growing and it's getting there, but I haven't had a video. I haven't had anything. 40,000 is my best viewed video. After that, it's 11K. I just want that. Honestly, I want that one video to just take off, and I want
Million likes.
It's and it's not even a money
Yes.
thing or anything like that. It's just become like a goal. Like I just want to prove that I can
The work
do
that
it.
goes
You
into
know what
it,
I mean?
obviously. You want the,
I've put a lot of work into it. I enjoy it. It's a fun hobby. But I want I've done it on TikTok now. I proved that I could do it on TikTok. I had that 2.7 million views on TikTok. I want to prove
The
that I can do it
Elvis
on
one,
YouTube.
right? With the Mickey Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I want to prove that I can do it on YouTube as well.
I think you can.
Like it.
I think
And
you
then-
can, especially with Sonya next to you.
Yeah.
I think adding a woman to anything helps so much because now it's like a different person. Like now ladies can watch it and not feel like weird. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're like,
What do you mean? You don't want to watch me picking Monster High?
I do, but my wife probably doesn't. Does that make sense? But like if Sonya's on
I
there
get
and it's like,
that.
oh, I love Sonya. She's like my best friend. Like I love seeing what she picks.
Yeah.
You know, unless
I
you're
get
like freaking like Casanova on there and like nothing but old ladies watch you, like they do Paul's channel. You know, 90% is like 75 and up.
Woo!
You know,
They like the giant men. Those
yeah,
tall,
they like those. They like those.
They like the Herman Munster look.
Yes,
Aw.
the Herman. They like those knuckle draggers for sure.
Jaggers.
So
Woo!
those Neanderthals.
My favorite.
Our
Um,
eBay goal, though, my eBay goal when we came out here was to double what I was doing in Colorado. I just feel like I don't know if it's going to happen this year though, so I'll simmer down, as Ken likes
Yes,
to
simmer
say,
down.
from that goal. So eBay right now is just to continue to grow, work towards that goal for next year.
Okay,
Yep.
that's nice. I think I'm gonna. I mean, I see $1,000 every 90 days in your future. $1,000. I see that like easy, or not even that. Like, what'd you say it was?
1,000
1,000
items
sold.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
not
$1,000
$1,000. 1,000
Yeah, I
sold.
would be in trouble if that was my case.
So yeah, you would be in trouble. You have an eviction notice on your
Yeah,
door.
yeah. We'd be
So-
living in a tree house in the backyard.
Yeah.
No, just-
Under the porch.
There we go.
I'm working on that one too. Yeah, we gotta. He just
porch?
obviously I thought he didn't know yet. Now he I just found out he knows that's one of my goals.
No, it's not.
That's great.
Not
Ken says Jimmy's goals, less Ken in his life. See,
More
he
Santa.
just needed you to move out here, Ken. Just like the initial things. So
Sonya,
right.
what's your goals for this
yes,
week?
Son, I want to
grow
hear.
eBay to hopefully learn how to cross post, and get better at picking. I'm slow. That's what you guys don't see. I'm slow.
You're just slow.
yeah.
Sonya's. That's why I came off as being in the video. She finds good stuff. It's the confidence to buy.
I
it.
don't. Yeah, I
I
question myself.
pop
Oh.
on stuff. I just Ken will tell you. I pop on it. I'm like, I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Yeah.
That's
Sonya
just like
wants to
the
trust me.
knowledge. That's just like the knowledge of you
Yeah.
selling for so long. I know
Yes.
that's gonna sell in 2 days.
Yes.
Yep.
So like even if I'm paying a little more, I know it's gonna be out the door in 2 days.
Yeah. Right.
Just real quick, a perfect example. Just this weekend, we're at a yard sale, and Sonya. This sounds mean, but it's the way to say it. She's kind of humming and hawing over some T-shirts.
Oh yeah.
I walk over there. She's holding 1988 In Excess concert T-shirt worth $100 and something. And they're asking $2 for it. She's not sure about it. I'm like, but she knew.
Yeah. Like I knew they
But for
were
some
vintage,
reason,
but
she
then I'm
couldn't like.
You just got to get the reps in. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
There's a AC/DC one in there, and there's a Billy Joel with what's
Billy
his
Joel.
name? With
Shout out to
Elton
Billy
John.
Joel.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
their big old mugs right on the front, and like they were $2 a piece, and she was kind of like
I didn't know
wasn't
how much they
positive
were.
and wasn't sure, and I was like, "What?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, buy these." So she found
It's
them.
just
She
the
picked them.
confidence, like you said.
But what did you say before? What did you say before, Son? You said that's how I learn is from making
Yes.
mistakes or
Yes.
doing like now you know
Yes.
because Jimmy's yelled at you for
Yes.
over that. That's
I'm
like
like, give me the hose. I'll
I
buy
know
'em."
that this brand of shirt is gonna sell. Now
Yeah.
you're gonna see and you're like, oh, I know that. I know
Yeah.
this. I know that. It's just the reps.
Yep.
We're all, and that's a great perspective of like having somebody that's been doing it for so long, and then like
Yeah.
having I wouldn't want to say rookie, but having someone that is a
For
little
sure.
less
Yeah.
experienced or less seasoned, just kind of like moving along. You gotta help her out, Jimmy. Come on now, be,
I-
a
I-
little-
I-
be nice to my
I-
girl.
It didn't go down, in my head, and I have to be careful. You're right. I do have to understand that she hasn't been picking as much as me, and she doesn't know everything that sells as well as I do yet.
Yeah.
But like,
You just take the shirt and be like, okay, so we're picking these up. This is why you're picking it up.
Yeah.
You know, da da da.
well, I
da,
showed her the
da.
back. I was like, check the back. I said 1988 right there. I was like, wait, it's 1988, and it has all this. Like I showed her like
I
this
mean, I
is
Coordinates
know-
and stuff.
single stitch. Like
I know
it's
to look
legit
for the
old.
single stitch,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Ken says, I'm moving to the great state of Denver. Y'all quit messing with me. So, but we'll leave it that. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. This has been fun. Son, thank you so much for coming on here. I know that you don't do these much, and I appreciate your time and getting to deal with this this
It's
guy
fun.
right here, if I can point to the correct, you know. So
Nope, it was fun.
we're gonna have to get Jill a life alert next time, you know, just around the house so she doesn't fall through the porch again.
Oh, you mean
So it's like, just hit it. The life alert. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate y'all. Anything else for the people, Jimmy? So before we get out of here,
Just
Sony Baloney, right? So,
That's
Sony Baloney,
Sony Baloney.
Sonar.
Sony
Yeah, just give me a shot over there on Old School Flips. I'm doing some new editing stuff, trying to make it a little more streamlined and make it a little more smooth. Spending more time editing, and I'm gonna do some more shorts. The short
Yes.
format I did one today. I'm gonna start doing more of that. So go check it out, and of course, the Reseller Clickbait podcast. Check it out.
Check it out, check it out.
Time over there, having some fun, joking around, and maybe learning a little bit about eBay as
a
well.
little bit, right?
Just a little bit. So, SSK promo says, all kidding aside, I learned something new from Jimmy every time we go sourcing. He is a great picker.
I appreciate that.
He didn't say anything about Sonya. So, Sonya, what do you got to say about?
Yeah, what about me?
Sonya's
Yeah,
stealth. Sonya is stealth. She's
Stealthy.
some really great stuff. So.
There you go. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Dustin, anything else for the people?
I got nothing.
There you go.
Yeah,
all
nothing.
right. Well, guys, thank you all so much. My name is Ray.
My name's Dustin with the D.
I'm Jimmy, Old School Flips.
Sonya. I like. how
We'll
you say
catch
it.
you guys. Well, before I say that, make sure you subscribe to Old School Flips on YouTube, Nashville Flippers, and follow us on this podcast, This Week in Reselling. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all.